Ms. Rivera, I'm a little puzzled by this one, even though it seems like it should be straightforward. It's asking to find the volume of a cylinder with radius 4 and height 10, and to use pi. I think I know the basic formula, but the use pi instruction makes me wonder if there's a specific way to handle it or if I'm overthinking it.
I can see why the use pi instruction might make you pause, Cody, since it points to leaving our answer exact instead of approximating. Let's start by breaking down the problem. What specific measurements has the problem given us?
Okay, so the problem tells us the radius is 4 and the height is 10. And it also explicitly says to use pi, which I guess means not plugging in 3.14 for it.
That's exactly right, Cody. Leaving pi as a symbol means we'll get an exact answer, which is often preferred in geometry. So we have a radius r equals 4 and a height h equals 10. What is the problem asking us to find with these values?
It's asking us to find the volume of the cylinder. So we need a formula for that, right? I think I remember seeing one for cylinders.
You're absolutely right, Cody. To find the volume of a cylinder, we definitely need the correct formula. Can you recall what that formula is?
I think the formula for the volume of a cylinder is pi times the radius times the height. So V equals pi times R times H, right?
That's a great start, Cody. You're very close. The volume of a cylinder does involve pi, the radius, and the height. However, there's a small detail in how the radius is used in the formula. Think about the area of the circular base of the cylinder. How is the radius used there?
Oh, right. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So if the volume is the area of the base times the height, then it should be V equals pi r squared h, not just pi r h. Is that it?
Excellent, Cody. You've got it exactly. The volume of a cylinder is indeed V equals pi r squared h. That's because you multiply the area of the circular base, which is pi r squared, by the height of the cylinder. Now that we have the correct formula, what's our next step using the radius of 4 and height of 10?
Okay, so I need to plug in the numbers. Let me try this. So it would be V equals pi times 4 squared times 10. That's pi times 8 times 10, which gives me 80 pi. Is that right?
You're on the right track with plugging in the numbers, Cody, and I see you've correctly placed the radius and height into the formula. Just double-check that first calculation. What is 4 squared?
Oh, right. My mistake. 4 squared is actually 16, not 8. So it should be V equals pi times 16 times 10. That makes it 160 pi. Is that more accurate?
Yes, that's exactly right, Cody. 4 squared is indeed 16, so your calculation of V equals pi times 16 times 10 equals 160 pi is perfect. You've correctly substituted the values into the formula and performed the arithmetic. Since the problem asked you to use pi, leaving it in terms of pi is the correct way to present this exact answer. How should we state the units for this volume?
For the units, since it's volume, I think it would just be units. Or maybe like square units?
You're thinking along the right lines, Cody, and units is a good start for a generic term. However, square units would be for an area which is two-dimensional. Since volume measures a three-dimensional space, what kind of units do you think we should use?
Oh, right. Area is squared, so volume must be cubed. So it would be cubic units, like units cubed. Does that make sense for 3 dimensions?
Exactly, Cody. You've nailed it. Since volume is a three-dimensional measurement, the units are indeed cubic units, or units cubed. So our final answer for the volume of the cylinder is 160 pi cubic units. Congratulations, you've solved the problem. To summarize, we identified the radius and height, recalled the formula for the volume of a cylinder as V equals pi r squared h, substituted the given values, and then correctly stated the answer with cubic units.
Awesome, thanks Mrs. Rivera. I feel much better about this now. It was tricky remembering the r squared part of the formula and then getting the cubic units right. It's good to know exactly what use pi means too.